welcome back. Like I said, I was expecting a couple packages to come in the mail this week. I've actually gotten one of those packages today. I'm really excited about it. And today we have the Marco Renoir Fine Art 72 colored pencil set. I actually found this on Amazon for less than $30 on sale. So I was really excited to get this. All I've done so far is take it out of the envelope. I haven't even opened it yet. So we will go ahead and give that a go, and we will see what is inside. Try to adjust the lighting in here a little bit. Maybe we can stay a little bit more in focus and have fewer shadows. Oh, we have a little seal on the tin, so good old X-Acto knife. Knew that would come in handy. All right. Put that away because it's the last thing I need to lose. Oh, so very pretty. So what we have, it looks like these are all organized by color. We have plastic trays inside. And so on this one we have like yellows, oranges, some pinks, reds, a couple browns, purples, which are my favorite, blues. On the bottom tray, it looks like we came with 2 pencil sharpeners. I'm not quite sure why they would choose to include 2, but they did. Then we have some more greens, blue greens, looks like some grays, lots of different grays, some browns, a couple of metallics, looks like a metallic gold and a metallic silver, and at the very end, a white. These all appear to be in pretty good condition. All of the tips are nice and sharp. It's been banged around in here a little bit. I'm sure you can see it up here, all the little marks, so you can see where it's been shaken around in the tin quite a bit. So I'm going to hope that doesn't really affect the quality of the cores inside the pencils. The cores in these, if you can see them, they appear to be nice and thick. They're thicker than I think even what's inside my Prismacolor pencils, which are, if you have been paying attention, those are by far my favorite. Something about these pencils that I don't really like, and I saw it on the reviews that I watched before I ordered them, is that these don't come with a color name on them anywhere. What they do have, though, is on the back, you'll see it says color, and then it has a number. Now, whether or not I can go online and search for that particular color and it'll tell me what the name of the color is, I haven't figured that out yet. I'm not sure if any of the other YouTubers who do these kinds of reviews, if they have tried to do that yet. That's definitely something that I'm going to have to go and do. The wood is cedar and it's really super smooth, and I know that if you can see the grain in it, I've tried to fix the focus on my camera. If you can see the wood grain, it looks like it's just raw pencil, but it's sanded very finely, so it's going to be really comfortable to hold. Even though these don't come in open stock, they have a number printed on them, and I don't know if you can see that. They have a number and a barcode. Let me compare two, and we'll see really quickly if those numbers are the same and the barcodes are the same. Yeah, so these aren't different based on the pencil that you have in your hand. These are all, the numbers and the barcodes are all going to be the same on the pencils all the way through. These feel really nice. They're lightweight. One other thing that I do want to mention that I've seen other people say is that these barrel colors, which are supposed to indicate the color of the cores themselves, aren't always right. So you may think when you put it on paper that you're going to get this color, or this color, but when you actually get it on the paper, it may be neither color, and so that can present a real problem. So until I get around to swatching these out, which I will do at some point today, and I will make a video of that as well. And I've got a blog post in the works about swatching and how to do it, and why you should always do it with every brand new set of pencils that you get. I haven't done it yet. I just wanted to do the unboxing with these in a separate video, keep it nice and short and sweet. And we can go ahead and try them out also. Let me put these back. And I have my sheet from yesterday that I did with the Crayolas. If you remember, we tested out the Crayola colored pencils, and I colored a couple of little spots on it. We did the blue and the raspberry. So because purple is my favorite color, what we'll do is I'm going to choose a couple of different, what would appear to be purples out of here, and we'll see how they are. Now the difference in these pencils and all the other pencils that I own so far, oops, knocked some loose. These trays are relatively flimsy. We'll find those later. That's the last thing you want to do with colored pencils, by the way, is throw them in the floor, just so you know. Anyway, the difference between these and the other colored pencils that I own up to this point is that these are made of oil rather than the wax, like the Prismacolors or the other ones that I have colored with. So these are maybe a brand new experience for me. From what I understand, they're going to be nice and soft and creamy, just like the Prismacolors are, but we have yet to give that a shot. So what I've got is I've got two separate color purples here, and if anybody else at home has a set of the Marco Renoir Fine Art colored pencils, these are colors 56 and 57, so I just picked two right in a row. And we're just going to go ahead and give it a little shot, and we're going to see how they do. Like I always do, let me put something behind this because my desk is a bit banged up. Like I always do, I'm going to start with a lighter color and then go with a darker color, and we're going to see how it works. So let's give it a little shot. These definitely go on nice and smooth. I got a little piece of the tip flake off there, which I kind of expected from the way that the package was, but you could see the marks on the inside of the tin from where it had been shipped. These came from Amazon, and with Prime it was 2-day shipping, which surprised me because so many people said that you had to special order these direct from China where they're made. I didn't run into that issue. I found mine through Amazon Prime, and I ordered them Sunday afternoon, and today is Wednesday, and I got them today. So I would say that color purple so far, and with only one layer, it does a pretty good job matching that color purple that's on that barrel. So I'm not going to complain too awful much about that. It looks pretty good. So let's try the darker one, which is only just slightly darker. It looks like it's got a little bit more red tint, whereas the other purple was maybe a little bluer. I can tell these are going to blend really well too. It's going to be easy to get some nice gradients from these. I'm really excited to start using these. I think the next project I start, these are going to be the pencils that I'm definitely going to use. I'm going to have to do a little self-teaching as well because, you know, I'm used to using the Prismacolor colorless blender, which is basically a colorless blender. If I have one handy, and to be completely honest with you, I don't think I have one. Yes, I do. It's a very short one because I use them all the time. This is a colorless blender. And if you're ever wondering if you've seen the things that I color, I post them on Facebook and stuff a lot because it's like my favorite hobby. This is basically a Prismacolor Premier colored pencil with absolutely no tint, no pigment in it. So it's the same as this, really. It's got the same wax as a Prismacolor does, but there's just no color to it. So once you've finished, like once you've applied your color, and if you notice that you have like some lines instead of a really smooth gradient, you just go back over it with the colorless blender and it'll smooth those lines out for you. Another thing it does is even if you don't push really hard, it will move that pigment around on your paper. So all those little white spots that you see after you're finished coloring with colored pencil, it will fill those in for you and give you a cleaner look, so you don't have to apply as many layers. Now, the thing is if I go in here and I keep applying layer after layer after layer, just like I did with the Crayolas yesterday on this, if I kept doing that on this side, then I'm going to end up with nice, bright, vibrant colors too. These are nice and soft, but they do not compare to Prismacolor in the way they go on. And that's what I wanted. I love my Prismacolor pencils. Prismacolor Premier is my absolute most favorite colored pencil. But there are some applications where they are just so soft. They don't really hold a point very well. So if you're working on a page that has a lot of really intricate details, kind of like these things over here where you have the little bitty lines, the Prismacolors are going to make it kind of difficult for you to get in there and get those unless you keep them sharp, just because the core is so soft. These go down smoothly like a Prismacolor, but I can tell they're going to stay a lot sharper for a lot longer, which makes me happy. And I'm thinking that these are going to be a better option for a lot of the really smaller areas. That's pretty much all I have for you today. I just wanted to show you the Marco Renoir Fine Art 72 pencil set that I got in the mail today. I don't really have an in-depth review for you just yet because this is the first time I've ever seen them or used them. I will be swatching them out later, and I'll make like a time lapse video of that and explain the reasons for swatching and how I choose to do it. And we'll show you that too. But absolutely, these are great pencils so far. I'm not sure that I'd recommend them to everybody just yet, but we'll do an in-depth review on them a little bit later. Until then, if you want to see more videos, like I said, we have lots more product reviews coming up. I may do some time-lapse coloring and show you some techniques and stuff along the way. So make sure you click the subscribe button. You'll see it at some point in the video. It's the little round button with the colored pencils in it. If you want to hit the little bell, you'll get notifications every time I post a new video. You can join the website mailing list, and that's at simpleartforadults.com. So you just go there and check it out. There's blog posts and things there, things that you can read, links to all the YouTube videos in the YouTube channel. Of course, is simpleartsforadults.com. Be sure to share that with your friends if you have friends who are into this sort of thing. Until then, you guys have a really, really good day, and I'll be back later with some swatches.